Soludo has restated his administration's commitment to operating a transparent government and improvement of workers' welfare, as well as that of Anambra in general. The governor stated this during this year's Workers' Day celebration with the theme, People First, held at Dr. Alex Ekweme Square, Oka. A Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Governor Soludo, who was represented by his deputy, Dr. Onyeka Bezim, assured workers in the state and the entire Anambra that the leadership of the state is in good hands and that his administration is bent on repositioning the state and making life easier for the residents, even as he revealed that, among other things, his government will in few days establish the Civil Service Commission as part of efforts towards improving workers' welfare. Listing some of the achievements of his administration, the governor reminded the workers that the task of rebuilding Anambra State is a collective responsibility which the workers must be involved in for the good of all. Hence the need for them to be more committed to their duties for the betterment of the state. Earlier, while presenting a joint address of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and Trade Union Congress (TUC), the state chairman of the NLC, Comrade Humphrey Nwafo, said that this year's theme for the Workers' Day celebration, which is People First, is apt because of the present economic reality in the country, where salary earners cannot boast of having adequate meals or guarantee their livelihood, calling on Governor Soludo to exemplify the solution mantra to workers this critical time, as it will help in reducing the economic and environmental challenges workers are facing, thereby increasing workers' productivity and output.
As a matter of urgency, should suspend the deduction of the contributory pension from the workers' salary so as to ensure industrial harmony in the state.
The NLC chairman, while commending Governor Soludo for various good work in the state, including quality road infrastructure, the wage award of 12,000 naira extended to Anambra workers and pensioners for 4 months between September and December 2023, absorption of national light staff into various ministries and parastatals, among others, appealed to Governor Soludo, among other things, to, as a matter of urgency, suspend the deduction of the contributory pension from the worker's salary, among others, so as to ensure industrial harmony in the state. From Alex Ekweme Square in Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Governor Chukwuma Soludo has tasked the Anambra State Sports Development Commission on engagement programs to get more people on board to do more for the people in the sports sector. Speaking at the pre-competition press conference for the 2024 edition of Anambra State School Sports Festival, Governor Soludo, who acknowledged the abundance of sports talents in the state, said his administration is resolute in bringing out the best in children in order to channel their minds to meaningful ventures to enable them contribute to societal development. Our correspondent, Joseph Ebocha, filed this report.
Enormous benefits in previous editions of the sports festival, Governor Soludo, represented by his chief of staff, Mr. Ernest Ezajwe, called on relevant stakeholders to key into sports projects in the state to achieve better results, and maintained that most things his administration is doing is for the betterment of tomorrow.
It will be a very fierce competition this year, and hopefully we will get a whole lot of people who will now compete for other national and international sports.
The Anambra State Commissioner for Youth Development, Mr. Patrick Ayamba, who thanked Governor Soludo and the chairman of Anambra State Sports Development Commission, Mr. Patrick Onyedum, for his efforts in sports development, said that he has helped in talent cultivation and showcased the state to the outside world.
The sports development is under the third pillar of this administration. Under the third pillar is human capital development.
Earlier in his address, Mr. Onyedum described the Anambra State Sports Solution Initiative, ANSSI, as the vehicle with which Governor Soludo is developing sports in the state, adding that within 2 years of his administration, the glory of Anambra sports is returning at an encouraging speed. He explained that in 2023, about 600 primary and secondary schools registered and participated in the sports festival that has been yielding fruitful results, adding that from that festival, young, raw, talented children from across Anambra who went to National Youth Games in Asaba and shocked the country at that level of sports development were discovered. According to Onyedum, as at the close of registration, about 756 primary and secondary schools have indicated interest to participate in the 2024 edition of the festival.
On behalf of staff and management of Anambra State Sports Development Commission, I thank you all for listening.
This year, the students will compete in 12 sporting events, and the games that will kick off on 2nd May and end on 7th June shall be in 3 categories of under 13, under 14, and under 18 community, local government area, senatorial district, and state level.
Anambra State Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Foster Ihejiofor, has tasked veterinary technicians to develop a robust working relationship with other stakeholders in veterinary practice that will improve safety of meat being consumed in the state. Dr. Ihejiofor, who made the call at a meeting with veterinary technicians drawn from all the 21 local government areas of the state, described the meeting as key to ensuring closer working relationship for better service delivery to secure public health, while stressing the need for effective animal disease control and surveillance across the state. He said that the ministry will do everything within its power to ensure that their challenges are addressed. He commended the veterinary technicians for providing services to livestock farmers, noting that modest achievements will not be recorded without mutual cooperation. Contributing, the ministry's permanent secretary, Mrs. Ifeyinwa Uzoka, called for harmonious working relationships among agri-health of departments, veterinary technicians, and veterinary doctors across the local government areas to preserve public health. She underscored the importance of multifaceted approach to rid abattoirs and poultry farms of animal diseases, as well as ensuring good hygienic practices. The Director of Veterinary Services, Dr. Rose Basil Ejidike, described the high record cases of tuberculosis and related diseases found in cattle abattoirs across the state. She urged the veterinary technicians to always report such cases to veterinary doctors for onward transmission to the state government to ensure speedy control of diseases transmitted from all cattle and chickens to humans. And the outgoing Anambra Commissioner of Police, CP Jeremiah Adeoye, has congratulated workers in the state as they celebrate May 1st, a day marked for workers to be celebrated worldwide. In a release signed by the Police Public Relations Officer, Anambra State Police Command, Oka SP Tochukwu Ikenga, CP Adeoye appreciates the workers in the state for their commitment, dedication, and especially their resolve in sustaining the message of peace and standing up against illegal sit-at-home on Mondays and any other act that threatens national unity and public peace in the state. To this end, the CP urges the workers and residents alike to remain law-abiding and vigilant and continue to partner with and support the police and other security agencies as they synergize and collaborate towards combating all forms of criminality, as well as ensure public security and safety in the state. As the state workforce joined their counterparts across the Federation to observe Workers' Day yesterday, the chairman of Nigeria Labour Congress, Anambra State Council, Comrade Emeka Nwafo, has urged the state government to improve workers' welfare to enhance productivity. Comrade Nwafo made the call while commenting on the essence of May Day celebration in the life of workers. Speaking to journalists in Oka, Comrade Nwafo explained The Workers' Day celebration, which holds 1st of May every year globally, is a day set aside for workers to celebrate themselves and for government to appreciate their contributions in nation building. The state NLC chairman disclosed that it is their expectations that the state government will use the event to address issues bordering on workers' welfare, like suspending contributory pension scheme, deductions from workers' salaries, among others. On his part, the chairman of Nigerian Union of Journalists, Anambra State Council, and chairman of NLC, Anambra State Council 2024 Planning Committee, Dr. Emeka Odogu, noted that every worker looks up to today as it provides the platform for workers to bond together and love one another, and called on journalists in the state to come out en masse for the event. The chairman of the Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees, Anambra State Chapter, Comrade Chikwelo Adigwe, expressed the hope that the May Day celebration provided solution to challenges confronting workers in the state. Away now from state stories, the federal government has approved a 25 to 35% increase in the salary structures of police officers and the armed forces, public servants, among others. It announced this through the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission, stating that the salary raise takes effect from January 1, 2024. The NSIWC, in a statement issued by its head of press, Mr. Emmanuel Njoko, said the approved increase of between 25 and 35% salary was for civil servants on the remaining 6 consolidated salary structures. It outlined the structures to include the consolidated public service salary structure, consolidated research and allied institutions salary structure, consolidated police salary structure, consolidated paramilitary salary structure, consolidated intelligence community salary structure, and consolidated armed forces salary structure. Recall that those in the tertiary education and health sectors had already received their increases, which involved consolidated university academic salary structure and consolidated tertiary institutions salary structure for universities. Now, 24 people have died after a section of mountainous highway collapsed in China, Guangdong province, following days of heavy rain. 30 others were taken to hospital after a 17.9-meter stretch of Milong Expressway crumbled. Authorities have yet to state the cause of the incident. The 30 people in hospital are not currently at risk, and the provincial government has dispatched 500 emergency response personnel to the scene. A total of 20 vehicles fell into the collapsed portion of the road, according to the report. Guangdong, China's most populous province, was hit with flash floods last week that killed 4 people and displaced 110,000 others. The floods also damaged dozens of houses, shut schools, and caused flight cancellations and delays. Now on sport news, the Nigerian international goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie has etched her name in the history books by becoming the first African and Nigerian player to be crowned the best goalkeeper in the French D1 Arkema Women's League. The 23-year-old shot-stopper's remarkable achievements this season, including her penalty-saving heroics, cemented her status as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Nnadozie beat out a stiff competition from Olympic Lyon's Christian Endler and Katarzyna Kendesnek of Paris Saint-Germain to claim the coveted individual accolade. Pierre Ferrassi, the president of Nnadozie's club, Paris Football Club, said it is very pleasing because she deserves it and she achieved an exceptional Champions League, and not only on penalties. Nnadozie's penalty-saving prowess was unmatched this season, with the Nigerian international saving an impressive 7 penalties, the highest tally in Europe. Paris Football Club currently sits 3rd in the league with 42 points, 8 points behind their local rivals Paris Saint-Germain and a further 11 points away from the league leaders, Lyon. Congratulations to Nadozie, and with that we conclude the news. But remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again, Anambra State Government is to establish Civil Service Commission. Governor Soludo has called on relevant stakeholders to key into sports projects for better results. Federal government has raised salaries of military personnel, police, others. China highway collapse has killed 24 people. And a special message again, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's continue to give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. We thank you so much for watching. Good morning and have a great day. My name is Nonye Mokoye.